instead of women holding their husbands accountable and, and walking away from situations, they rather blame everybody else, but who they need to be directing their anger at. Directed at him, or be mad at both and cut both of them off. But the type to just like, oh, I'm going to cut her off and keep him, it just shows where your self-esteem lies. And
it's 6 feet under next to your granny.
Hey, ladies and gents, my name is Miss Brownstone, and welcome back to my channel. As always, I am not getting cute to be in the comfort of my own home, y'all, okay? So if y'all got a problem with me not being dolled up, that's on you, not me. All right, now let's get into some things, shall we? So did you hear about the tea that dropped on the Braxtons? Honey, Niecy Poo wasn't having it. So the Braxtons, which is Tony Braxton's family, and I'm pretty just trying to make sure y'all know who we talking about, okay? The one that sing,
"Cause he wasn't man enough for me,"
with the deep voice. I love her now, though. But she dropped, so their niece had dropped some tea, okay? And I'm trying to find a video because we finna get into some things. Okay. Their Niecy Poo dropped some tea.
Okay, so I want to tell a story today, and that story is about how one of my aunts in my family do not talk to me because they think that I, at the age of 16, did something with her partner at the time. I guess she felt like I did something with her partner at that time. And nothing happened, but I'm going to try to tell the story quickly and also not name any names. And so I was with this aunt for the summer with my sister, and I can't remember how much time had passed since we were there in the summer for a little bit of time to when we got home. And when I think it was my stepmother was going through my phone and she found this conversation, this sort of conversation. And she showed it to my dad, and my dad called that aunt, and we spoke about it, and we talked about it a little bit. And I remember just a lot of emotions. It was a lot going on. I was 16 at the time, and I'm 32 now. I had to think about it. So yeah, my aunt was there for me. She was very kind and very nice, and was like, "I'm so sorry that this happened to you." But then as the years have gone by, it's like that mood and that assumption that I didn't do anything because I was a child was not that assumption anymore. It just felt like love from my family was just cut off and gone. And you're like, but wait, that guy? And it made it even worse because it was like, wait, this guy that was doing this to you on TV? And like, it's kind of cohorts in the same spirit of what was happening. Not in the same cohorts in the same spirit, but like, So for me, it was difficult because I realized that my aunt was starting to feel this way that I initiated, or that it was I'm a part of the problem to blame. And I was saying before that I never should have been put in that situation as a kid at all, ever, especially when there's an adult involved. So I'm 16, I'm at my aunt's house, and when I leave, I'm there for the summer, her husband at the time decides to start sexting me. So sexting in a sexual manner, okay? There was nothing physical that happened, absolutely nothing physical. However, when my parents first brought it up to my aunt, she was there for me, very like, "I'm so sorry this happened to you." And as the years have evolved, that has turned into, "It's your fault." It's turned into, "You were old enough to know right from wrong." And it's turned into, something physical happened and you did it. And for me, that's mind-boggling to me, because if there was something that was physical that happened, and I'm 16 years old, this makes this person right. you know the word and I can't use it. And so that is mind boggling. It's just something that I don't really understand. I'm 16 years old. I'm 16. So I think the hardest part for me was trying to navigate as to why is it me? Do you know? Why am I the scapegoat? Why are you not talking to me? I didn't ask for it. Why do you want me to come to you and say, yes, I had a physical relationship with this person? Like, that makes him do anything. I said that I wouldn't get emotional on this, and I don't know. This person has also had a platform to be able to talk and to be able to voice, show his character of who he is, and like we're just breaking bread with the person as if nothing has happened, or like it's just, I don't know.
I know y'all trying to figure out, well, which Braxton was it? Which Braxton was it, honey? Because I was sitting there like, and I was telling my mother was like, was it the fat one? I was like,
Why would you think it was the fat one?
the reason why we talking about this is because it's so many things that went through my head, right? And I guess some people are gonna say, well, at the end of the day, you know, she could have been a fast in the pants 16-year-old, because that's what I be hearing. I think y'all women that say stuff like that, some of y'all real sick, okay? Not all of y'all, because we do know, growing up in the hood, I have seen some fast hot pants little girls, okay? I ain't gonna lie. But even if she was fast in the pants and she pushed up on your husband or whatever type of sick, crazy nonsense y'all want to believe to make you think that your husband is innocent, I don't fucking know. Even if that did happen, guess what? He still entertained the 16-year-old, and she's still a child. You get what I'm saying? Her brain ain't even fully developed. You know, like, she might have thought that was cute, but she really don't know what she's doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, she is still the victim. And if you try to make it seem like, oh, she pushed up on my husband, da 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 da, like I said, she's a child, and your husband is a grown man that knows right from wrong. And if he chooses to entertain a minor, let me stop. All right. If he chooses to entertain a minor, then that says a lot about his character and his moral compass, okay? And being as though this is your husband and you backing him up by saying this little girl was fast in the pants and she pushed up on your husband, and your husband is a reflection of you, that means that you have something off on your moral compass as well, and you are real fraudulent, okay? Real fraudulent, all right? You just a nasty, sick, slimy hoe. That's just how I feel about anybody that's defending someone that does something like that. I don't give a damn. I just, that's just, I'm going to stand 10 toes down on that one. Okay. So I just think that that's crazy. And you know, if it is Trina, and I'm thinking it's Trina because what I just put on the screen, Ashlee did like that comment. So that might be her saying, bitch, clock that day. Okay. Even if it is Trina, right? And her husband who passed away, God rest his soul, I guess, or maybe he's in heaven burning. I don't know. But whatever way that went for him, whatever way that went for him, right? I think what pisses me off the most about it is, you know, watching the Braxtons. Like I said, he had a sex addiction, but he was always cheating on this young lady, right? On Trina. And I think it's crazy that instead of women holding their husbands accountable and, you know, and walking away from situations, they rather blame everybody else, but who they need to be directing their anger at. You get what I'm saying? Don't direct your anger on your niecey poo because she's a child. You know what I mean? She don't know. She's a child. Direct it at him, or be mad at both and cut both of them off. But the type to just like, oh, I'm gonna cut her off and keep him, it just shows where your self-esteem lies. And
It's 6 feet under next to your granny.
like real shit. And I hate that for any woman. You know what I'm saying? Women that be like, oh, well, you pushed up on my, you know, your husband cheated. You be like, you pushed up on my husband, da 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 da. No. At the end of the day, his loyalty belong with you. And he chose to rock out with his cock out over there. So therefore, be mad at both. But make sure you be really mad at this nigga, okay? Be mad at that nigga, all right? It's like she tries to say, they try to say that to make them feel better about the fact that they got cheated on. You know what I mean? Trying to blame the woman. And the fact that your self-esteem is that low that you're blaming a 16-year-old is just outrageous. And I'm going to stand on that. I remember growing up, my best friend, she was young too at the time. And I remember she came in the house and she was at her aunt's house. She came in the house. She was minding her business. And she was having a conversation with her aunt boyfriend or husband at the time, whatever the fuck he was. And they was like really interacting with each other. She was being nice or whatever. And the aunt was like,
"What, you want my man? You want my man?"
And it was just like, that's your niece. The aunt felt like, I don't want no woman. If you got a vagina, don't speak to my man. Like, that's how she was coming. And she was ready to go to war with her aunt. I done seen stepmoms get upset at the biological daughter or from another woman talking to their father and being like, oh, you choosing your daughter before me. It's just kind of sickening. The things that women, do when it come to men, it's like, ew. It's like, ew. There's women who get jealous of their own daughter and accuse their daughter of wanting their man or their man wanting their daughter. And it's like, if you got to think like that, then you don't need to be there. So, I just want to know, right? Do you think that this was even like acceptable? Do you think this was acceptable or am I tripping? And not only that, right? I don't want to just like be so much. I'm on Ashlee's side due to the fact that she was a child, right? But I also want to point out the fact that she exposed a lot of things about these Braxtons, and it's always the families that act real like hostility and put together that be the most ghetto, cringy, slimy, conniving, nasty, grimy people, like they come outside and they make it seem like they so put together, and they be bouge ghetto, so this girl, the girl Ashlee, the Niecy Poo, she came out and exposed that she dealt with abuse growing up from her stepmom and I believe her father, and then now it comes out that she actually did something inappropriate with her sister. So it's like, now Ashlee, you might be burning in hell next to Gabe. I'm just saying. You might be. You might be.
Bitch, I might be.
In Gucci voice. You might be. I don't know. I love to forgive people though, but it's just like, it's a lot going on over there. Everything that glitters ain't gold, okay? We be looking at people thinking they so put together, but the whole time, they be living foul, okay? Just foul. Now, here's my thing, and just hear a bitch out. If she was fast in the pants at 16, where did she learn it from? Because I hate that. We always try to be like,
oh, well, she's a child and she's being fresh and she's this and she's
that and da-da-da. But where did she get this from? You get what I'm saying? Because she's saying that she grew up with her stepmom. Her stepmom was beating on her. So I'm assuming that her mom wasn't present in her life. So she had her stepmom for a woman, a woman's image, and then she had her aunts, right? So it's like, where did she learn to be fast in the pants? Was it from Tamar?
If you come, Danny, I know he and Annie. So Danny.
Where did she learn this from? I just want to know. I just want to know. Like, am I reaching for the stars when I say that? Am I really? Let me know. Also, while you at it, let me know who you think is like the blame for this, if they did do anything. And the fact that she wants her to confess that they did anything physical and you still stayed with this man, the fact that you think that this little girl did something physical, okay?
Let's get physical.
Sorry. The fact that you think this little girl did anything physical with your husband when she was a minor is sickening to me. And not in a good way. It's very much sickening, and that you stayed with him. So who do you think is to blame? If something did go down, which I hope it didn't, if something did go on with a 16-year-old and a grown man who is married, who is to blame for this? Give me your opinions. But that's all I wanted to say. As always, ladies and gents, keep it clad shit, and I look forward to hearing from you guys next time. Mwah.